Hey everyone, it's Vexie. On the 23rd we got a new patch. That's March 23rd, 2010, in case anyone's a little bit behind on their calendars. It's patch 3.3.3. That seems kind of redundant, but there were a lot of changes, and some of them I think for the best. I think the biggest amount of change that took place is to our PvP system. Some of it I'm okay with, some of it I'm a little weary about, but what can you do? They increased the amount of honor awarded for honorable kills by 100% for each character of all levels. That's good and that's bad because they've already increased this once before, and people complain that it still wasn't enough. But if you spent enough time PvPing, you would know that it's really not that much of a problem. It's the people who seem to want to get things and not work for them. This will tie into my annoyance with how you acquire the PvP mounts now. There's 5 mounts that you get, and you used to have 30 Alterac Valley, 30 Arathi Basin, and 30 Warsong Gulch tokens to get each one, so that's a total of 150 for all 5 mounts. I worked my butt off PvPing for hours and hours, every day, every weekend, to get those mounts, and I got them as soon as they were pretty much available to me. So I've had them for a long while. But, now you only need 50,000 honor for it, and getting honor is a joke. There are people who will stand around in Winter Grasp and just rack up thousands of honor doing absolutely nothing. And now with the increase of honor you get from honorable kills, it's going to be even easier. So now the mounts that I work so hard to get are going to basically seem like a joke. They redid the battleground system, and instead of having like a daily battleground you have to do, there's now a random battleground that functions the same way as the dungeon finder, which is really cool because I like how the dungeon finder works. Even at low levels, the dungeon finder is really, really excellent. I actually, on a level 30 druid, started trying out some of the random dungeons, and I got in faster than I did at level 80. I'll get to that in some other little chat sooner or later, but with the random battleground finder, you basically just queue up like you would for your dungeons, and it's going to throw you into a random battleground, and you're going to get extra honor and arena points if you win, and even if you lose you still get a little extra honor, so it's not totally a fail system. Though I'm not sure why they're going to be giving a lot more arena points out, because I know a lot of people don't do the arena, so it seems a little weird to be getting points that you can't really spend, because you need to have an arena rating to spend your points on gear. So unless you do arenas, you're not really going to be getting much use out of it. Although I think 1,000 arena points can be turned in exchange for honor, which isn't bad, but at the same time it's going to take a while to acquire that many, so it seems like it's kind of a useless thing for the average PvPer or the very relaxed PvPer such as myself. So they've removed the dailies, which is good. They're still going to have holiday weekends, which is excellent because we all love holiday weekends. How can you not love a holiday battleground? You get extra honor, extra everything. I mean, it's great. They did remove the battleground marks. You used to receive like a little mark or a token every time you won or lost a battleground. You would get 3 if you won, you would get 1 token if you lost, and you could exchange those in addition to honor for gear, potions, whatever else. You could trade them in for honor, etc. But they've removed those, which is good and bad. The good part is they're not totally useless because you can trade in every individual mark for 185 honor, for a little badge that will grant you 185 honor. The annoying part is those badges only stack in a lot of 10, and it's 10 unique, so you can only have 10 on you at any given point. I had maxed out almost every single battleground, so there are 6 different types of battlegrounds, and I had almost 100 tokens for each one, which means I'm going to be spending a lot of time standing at a vendor clicking to get my little stack of 10, to then click on the stack of 10 to break it down into 105-80 honor per thing, and then repeat the process several times. I'm not looking forward to that, but at least it's not something that's just going to sit in my bank and take up space and be annoying, or actually it doesn't even sit in my bank anymore. I remember when you actually used to have to hold on to those types of things. Now they have a currency tab. So many changes. But, you know, that's good because then you can get more honor. You can use it to buy gems, PvP gear, whatever you need. So I'm on board for that. They made really no changes to the way the battlegrounds function at all. The only thing that has a little bit of a difference is that Winter Grasp, the internal balance system, has been changed to be effective after 2 consecutive defenses instead of 1 like it was before, which is a little bit better because it'll kind of give a little bit more challenge and balance to that, I think. But you know, as far as the PvP changes, I'm not totally offended or bothered by them, but you know, I think some of them are just things that it's gonna take some time to get used to, especially someone who's been playing the game and PvPing for nearly 5 years. It's gonna be a little different. But for those of you who PvP, what do you not like about this? I mean, for me, it's just the mounts because I feel like I've been cheated out of all that hard work. But what pisses you off the most about all of this? So tell me your thoughts on PvP in patch 3.3.3.